Hey world, welcome to another session of the We're Raising Retards, Insufficient, Non-Self-Reliant Wusses and Pansies that we call our kids. But like I said, before I start on the comments again, please read the disclaimer in the description on the video and know that you can't sue me or take any kind of legal actions for the content in my videos if you choose to watch. That's your own discretion. Now, continuing on. Evidently, most of today's parents don't appreciate or understand that in today's world, you either sink or swim. Instead, they refuse to remove their kids' floaties. I suppose everyone must raise their kids as they see fit. My child's dream was performing on stage. Fine arts major led to some of the lowest paying jobs of all majors in college. Should I deny my child her dream and insist she major in a sensible field that will pay more after graduation? Yet, how do I know she won't make it big in performance after she graduates? Can I tell the future? What if I deny her the chance to be the superstar she was meant to be? Many of you will say that I'm dreaming. What if she does not make it? Then she does something else, but at least she had the chance to try. I'm 25, I work, it's not like I don't. I live in the highest unemployment section of Vermont. I pay for my car insurance, car payment, internet, cell phone, and some food, but for the money I make, I still live with my parents. So what's the difference between this and a college athlete hiring an agent to negotiate his or her $25 million salary? The agent usually doesn't have the job applicant attached at the breast. Having legal counsel, your comparison is flawed. I have to deal with parents like this, and I can't even stress how many times I would have loved to smack them upside their dumb, obnoxious head and tell them to stop babying their grown kids and teach them how to be responsible grown-ups. No wonder people can't get it together anymore. My wife teaches high school English honors and AP, and the stories she tells me about these parents and their kids are truly jaw-dropping. She gets countless emails and parent-teacher conference complaining about her assigning 50 pages a week to read in honors class. One even had the gall to whine about how reading assignments were interfering with their child's relationship with Jesus, and then recommend she finds Jesus over spring break. I recommend she go look at the soccer field. Seriously though, this generation is the most helpless ever. Let me tell you, I took English AP when I was in high school. I didn't do it for the class. I did it because of my teacher, Miss Hardy, because she, as I mentioned in my Great Mentors video, one of the most intelligent women that I have met. And I just know that before I graduated, I wanted to have her again. And if that meant taking a AP course in English, which wasn't my strongest point at all with that, that's what I had to do. For our first semester, this bitch over here is complaining about assigning 50 pages a week for honors classes. We basically had to read like between 30 and 50 pages a night for the stories that we had to explicate and discuss in class. 30 to 50 pages a night, okay? Not a week. And this dumbass over here is, oh, bitching about 50 pages a week in honors and AP. Christ. Shit like that pissed me off. Helpless is just the word I think I should have used. I used to really work in high school for several years. I cannot believe how parents act. It's really disturbing. And it's not just one parent. There are way too many of them that all demand way too many things because their child is the only one that was ever birthed. I think someone should just sell high-set pedestals so the next generation can just be placed on them with a surrounding glass dome, kind of like a sci-fi movie where you see an alien keep a dome full of liquids. It's almost the same concept. I have taught my own kids, if you want something hard enough, you need to learn how to go out and get it, because it won't come to you and fall in your lap, and you won't always have someone there to help you figure everything out. I second that sentiment wholeheartedly, 100%. It's one thing to use connection, but it's a huge turnoff with employers when a parent steps in. By the time someone is in college, he or she should be responsible for establishing a career. It's also pathetic that this article keeps referring to college graduates as kids. Seriously, it's the unnecessary extension of childhood that makes things 200% worse. Oh, and when I went without health insurance for almost 2 years after I graduated, but I got it on my own after working hard and moving up. And yes, for the lady whose poor daughter couldn't live comfortably in New York City, wow, I'm a college graduate. I couldn't live comfortably on my own by myself in St. Louis without a roommate until I was 25. I never had anything handed to me after graduation. Nobody else should expect it either. If I were an employer, I'd hang up on any parent who called for their kid and throw the resume out. Life's about figuring out your own expectations and goals. And if you let your parents do it for you, you'll never be happy. If money equals happiness for you, then into something you'll make a lot doing, but everyone knows money only buys temporary happiness. If happiness to you is job satisfaction, then sacrifice to work hard in order to achieve that dream of yours. It will be the most rewarding experience of your life if it works out. If it doesn't, at least you can say you tried, which is more than most people can, and then take the first decent position with a chance for an advancement that falls in your lap. I figured this out a long time ago, and I'm only 23 years old. Struggling but keeping my head in the ground, and grateful I have parents who have at least a little faith in me. Bless both my parents and husband parents. We are in our mid-30s and we know so much since they took the time to teach us and guide us through. I feel sorry for those kids that don't have those types of parents. One day when their parents pass away, they will flounder and discover failure, and it will hurt. Our own children are being taught what our parents taught us: self-reliance. Yes, we give them guidance and we help when needed. They're only 13, 9, and 8, but they will know self-reliance when they leave our home. Such a sad and pathetic story. Cry me a river. My father had a city job I graduated college with, and there was no offer of strings for me. I did it on my own. This kid, simply put, is a pussy. Earn it or burn it, the diploma. Learn self-sufficiency. By the way, I now work for a state agency, bring down 3 times as much as my own man. He's so proud that I did it on my own. End of story. Yep, kids are real astute in tweeting, texting, Xboxing, cell phoning. Put them in a live, up close and personal encounter. They cave. So many have zero interpersonal relationship skills. So many are still babes in diapers because mommy and daddy spoil them, intercede on their behalf whenever the situation gets a little sticky. And that pretty much ends the raising sissies and pansies and wusses that we call our kids or college grads. And I tell you, you gotta be self-sufficient, else you're gonna be useless. You are a loser, okay? Literally, you're a loser in my eye. Not that my eye counts to you, but still, even in my eye, your family, your peers, society, you are a plain loser if you can't do shit for yourself. Unless you are medically and physiologically incapacitated to do something yourself. You know what? Stop being a shithead and get out there and put some damn effort into it, alright? Christ, people always having things handed on a silver platter. Piss me off. Swear. Don't know the value and meaning of a hard work, the value of a dollar, know what hard work and effort is. Useless bitches. Useless people. But getting towards the end of that, so I'll see you guys next time.